So, I know it's only December. Are we looking at a possibility here? Are they going to be able to pull that off?
I don't see it. I don't think so. I think the West is too good. I think those teams are at the top. When you look at OKC, San Antonio, Denver, Houston, Minnesota, LA, those are all teams that I think are better basketball teams right now than the Warriors. Now, listen, they got real hot last year. They can turn it on anytime Steph Curry is on that court. They can win basketball games and they can get going. And when they're fully healthy, this team is so good defensively. And obviously, with that offensive system, they can explode on any given night. So I'm not counting them out. I'm counting them out as a top four seed, but as a 7, 6, 7, 8 seed, giving one of those, one or two or three seeds a run for their money in the first round of the playoffs. I can definitely see that. This is the type of team where you don't want to face. You don't want, imagine having to beat Steph Curry 4 times in the playoffs. It's uneasy, it's unsettling, and it's not the matchup you want. And they can be a team that come playoff time surprises one of these and gets a big upset.
Unless you're OKC or you're Denver or San Antonio, one of those teams, you don't really fear Golden State like you once did. I don't think they get into like you once did. I don't think you really fear them, Beetle. So
no, I'm shocked you said San Antonio doesn't fear them. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Well, I'm throwing them in there because those are the teams that I think are trending up. Those are the teams that I think get better as the season go on, opposed to getting worse. You look at from 5 to 8, like Minnesota is going to be in that conversation. Houston is going to be in that conversation. Phoenix is right there with them as well. I think they're in the pack with those group of teams. Everybody else, I feel like are elite. From 1, 2, and 3. I think those are the teams that get better throughout the season, opposed to going the opposite way. And they look at a Golden State in the first round and they probably feel really comfortable about what they can do. Now, I'm not trying to shortchange what Draymond brings to the table and what Steph and Jimmy can bring to the table, but the writing is on the wall. They're a 500 basketball team as it stands. And until they really turn that corner and show us different at this age, at this stage in their career, that's probably going to be the team that they are, But if there's a team that's going to make a run for it like they did last year, they have all of the pieces and the capabilities, but I just don't see it at this point.
It would
put
be
them in
unsettling.
The Eastern Conference. Put them in the Eastern Conference, maybe.
Get rid of conferences. No, it ain't happening. Steph was on a bit of a bad ankle last night. Didn't stop him from going 6 of 6 from the field in the third. And I know he's in his 17th season, but obviously LeBron set the standard now for what the NBA superstar is capable of doing as far as longevity goes. Whether he wants to or whether he can, Lou, I know are two different questions. But could Steph Curry play as long, if not longer, than LeBron James, given the fact that he shoots the way he does?
I believe so. I would love to see Steph Curry as a 40-year-old third or fourth option on a team, just being a standstill shooter, being a catch and shoot guy for a team and making them dangerous from the 3-point line. Only one thing that I will say is this usually doesn't pan out for smaller guards in the league. This usually works for taller guys that can put pressure on smaller defenders at the 3-point line, or if you got Steph Curry at 40 years old being a standstill shooter, you can kind of face guard him a little bit and not be as effective. So this hasn't worked for smaller guards, but if there's anybody that can break that mold, that can put small guards in this conversation and playing into their 40s and as long as they want to in 20 seasons or whatnot, it's going to be Steph Curry. I think he's one of those guys. I think you see him evolve dramatically if he wanted to continue to play that deep into his career and that deep into his age. We would see a lot of evolving in his game. But if there's one guy that can do it, I think that's Steph Curry for sure.
If a team just went and signed Phillip Rivers at 44 years old to play quarterback in the NFL, this man can play till he's 50. I don't care how small he is, the way he shoots the ball. Obviously, this is health driven. Those ankles got to stay healthy, and he's missed 9 games this year. He's played 21 out of 30. But we're talking about a shooter's league, and we're talking about the best shooter of all time. He'll always be able to shoot over 40%. He'll always be able to knock down wide open threes. He's never, think about it, his whole career, he's never got wide open threes. Imagine when he's 44 years old, not the focal point of a scouting report, and can just sit there and bang threes off, traps and double teams.
44 is a stretch, though.
I mean,
44 already.
Put him
I
at
kinda love
44
it.
years old on the floor with a good team, and they're not, again, he's not the focal point of the scouting report. This
Why did you
man
make him 44 though? Like that's what I'm stuck on.
Because of Phillip Rivers. Like I feel
just
like
thinking
Phillip
Phillip
Rivers
Rivers is
changed
44.
everything.
Kudos to
He's a
Phillip
grandpa.
Rivers, but he ain't absolutely killing it. Now he is being competitive, and he's
acceptable.
had some opportunities, but he's not absolutely killing it.
But he's
Okay, let me
44
ask you this,
and-
Lou. I know we're a basketball show, but I'm sorry. The world should be talking about Phillip Rivers because this is
I'm
an
super
insane
proud of
Disney
Phillip
movie.
Rivers. I could
Are
never
you
do it.
shocked? Like when he
yeah,
looks
it's
up
a
at the
great- it's a
suite,
great
and
story.
he's got a whole
a great
suite that are
story.
like full of his kids, and like it's
It
insanity
looks like
last night.
it looks like a football team, but it's his kids. No,
They're all his.
super proud. I'm just hung up on the fact that Chandler keeps making Steph Curry 44. That's all.
44. That's it.
Not to get completely sidetracked here too, but was there not one other better or younger quarterback option than Phillip Rivers?
I mean, I have like
We'll be a
4 I can
different
name
show
right now,
if
but
we go
here we
there.
are.
We'll be a different show.
It's a
I just
whole
don't
nother
get
show.
that. But my point is,
You get it.
Steph Curry can shoot the basketball, and he's not getting guarded like he's not today or the last 16 seasons as the number 1 or number 2 option on a team. He will make those shots. He'll get way more uncontested shots, and he's going to shoot 50% from 3. I think he plays longer than LeBron. Book it.
I don't know that he wants to. I feel like for
Maybe
LeBron,
not.
this was like
No
a
way.
goal.
He'll probably be like a pro golfer or probably do
Exactly.
some golf. Like he's got so much stuff and so much business going on. Maybe he doesn't want to, but if he wants to, he can.
Wants to. And that's all that matters. You got options. Little bit off the court last night with the Warriors. They put out a post, an IG post. The team did, telling fans, "Hey, go vote for Jimmy Butler for the All-Star game." He responds by telling fans, "Please do not vote for me. Instead, let's create a GoFundMe so that I can go to Barbados." Lou, how do we feel about Jimmy once again just doing Jimmy Butler things?
Listen, I think All-Star Weekend is getting into a sticky area where you're starting to see the veteran guys, your legacy acts. They're not as excited to compete and be a part of All-Star Weekend, And Jimmy probably, if he puts up a GoFundMe, he wants to go somewhere else. That's a telltale sign. Now, I wish Jimmy would have did that the year that he got that last spot, and I was out of the All-Star game. I wish he would have. I wish he would have said that then on the year that I was on the fringe of making my first All-Star game. But no, this is where we are with All-Star Weekend. These guys don't see the value in competing in it and being a part of it. And I don't know what Jimmy is dealing with personally, or whether he has some knick-knack injuries or he could just use a nice week-long break. I don't know. But him going directly against the team and be like, "No, I'm not interested." That's a red flag. And you should start paying attention around the league if you start seeing other legacy act and other veteran guys that have been perennial all-stars kind of making this stance as well. This is something to pay attention to.
And I mean, let's call a spade a spade. This is Jimmy being Jimmy, but he has no chance to make the All-Star game. So it's almost him.
Also that.
It's just him inserting a joke. It's him making a joke, self-deprecating, like, guys, enough. But how crazy the world is. If he happens to start a GoFundMe, I guarantee you people will donate money. That's how stupid
swear to God,
people are in this world. But
we lost our damn minds.
Lou's got a point, though. All-Star Weekend has kind of become a drag. You see LeBron said, "I'd rather be on the couch." Jimmy Butler saying this. Obviously, those are vet guys that have been there multiple times and don't care as much now. But
it's also in a good city this time. They don't have that excuse of it's a place no one wants to go.
You know what else though, y'all? Oblige them. We keep talking about we want young guys and who's gonna get this legacy act's gonna take these spots. If they don't, oblige them.
Agreed.
Keep them off the ballots. Don't vote for them. Allow some young, excited guys that want to be a part of it. Allow them to have their first shots at it. You think Austin Reeves don't want to be a part of this? You think some of these other young guys, some of these new guys don't want to be a part of All-Star Weekend, that don't know any better, that wants to have that experience and want to have All-Star on their patch? Give it to them. If these guys don't want to be a part of it and they've done this thing 100 times already, allow some of these new young guys to do it. This is the year that we don't make the excuse that, these are legacy acts. If these guys don't want to be a part of it, allow the new young guys to do it. Simple and plain.
Yes, I would love that. Get out of here. Get out of here if you don't want it. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, the Pelicans